Hey everybody, this is Rachel from Cybersports Network. I'm here with Peke and Shushei from the Fnatic League of Legends team. You guys came out here to compete in OGN, the Champions Tournament. How did that go for you guys?
It didn't go as well as we wanted to, but it didn't go as bad either, so it was okay, I guess. The experience was nice, at least here.
What happened exactly?
We lost against Team OP in the quarterfinals, and we did many mistakes there. We could have played this better. So it's not like they were much better than us, but the overall, like, we did more mistakes, so obviously we lost.
Were those mistakes on the pick ban screen, or were they in the game itself?
More in the game, I would say.
And who else did you play against in the tournament before Team OP?
We played against StarTale, first match, we lost. And then we played against Hunters, we won, and StarTale again, and then we won. And that's how we won the group stage. We passed through.
Have you kept up with the tournament since you guys dropped out?
Have we what? Yeah. I have been looking, like, every time there is a match, I watch the streams, and I have watched all the matches there.
And who do you... Oh, sorry.
And some of us even go to the event itself to watch the games, yeah.
Yeah, I always see Peter there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the only one going.
Yeah, we are too lazy, but we follow the games from the house.
So of the teams that stuck it out towards the end, I know it's MIG Frost, MIG Blaze, Team OP. Which one of those did you think was the most talented, or you think is going to take it home?
I think MIG Frost so far, but on the other hand, I was rooting for Xenix Storm. Yeah, I like them the most so far from the Korean teams.
Yeah, they're very popular with the StarCraft players because their coach is Yellow, a former Brood War player. Is that also the team you thought?
Yeah, it's Xenix Storm. Like, we play against them almost every day. Well, we used to play, like, we haven't played with them in 1 week, but before we used to play against them a lot, so they were kind of nice with us, so we like them more.
Do you train with other teams, or you pretty much just train yourselves?
We train against other teams most of the time. We can do it because some of the team doesn't want to practice against us, I guess, and some others just play like 1 game a day, so we cannot really practice too much against other teams, but we try to.
Still, we got more contacts now than at the beginning of the tournament. So, like, at the beginning we had like trouble getting scrims, but right now we can like manage to have at least 5 of them daily. So,
do you think your team has improved since you dropped out of the tournament?
I think we did. Even last time the Koreans said so themselves.
Shushei has improved. He was the only one sucking.
That's hard, man. So wait, what roles do you guys play in the team?
Again?
What roles do you play on the team?
I play on top lane.
Mid lane, AP.
So do you have players that you look to for sort of example that you maybe study?
Not really.
Well, for me, at the moment, I'm looking on the other top players because I'm new to the role, like, compared to the other top laners from Europe. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm playing top lane for like 3 or 4 months, and there are people that played from the beginning of the League of Legends. So, of course, I look up to them and check what they do and strategies and try to, like, take it myself and change it for better.
So there are actually a bunch of talented North Americans and European teams out there. How do you think they would stack up if they came and played in the Champions Tournament?
I think like not many teams will have done better, but a couple of teams from Europe will have probably placed higher than us. Maybe not win because some Korean teams are really good, but at least top 3, a couple of European teams could have made it. And Americans, I'm not so sure. I don't know them that much, but I guess as well.
What do you think?
I second the Peke's.
You agree?
Yeah.
All right. So wait, have you experienced any differences, like major differences in strategies between the way, Europeans play and the way Americans play and the way Koreans play?
Well, like in Europe, jungler mostly focus on ganking the top lane. Mm-hmm. And in Korea, it's like opposite. They mostly focus on ganking the bottom lane. And it's often like that at 10 minutes of the game, there are 5 people on the bottom. It's really often.
Well, I thought something that was really interesting about the way the tournament is shown is that they make a big point about saying this is the top lane person, this is the mid. Yeah. Do you feel that it's as static, that the meta is that defined already, that you can say someone is just this, someone is just that? Or?
I think they failed in one match. I'm not sure. In one match, like I think Team Storm used to play Jarvan bottom and the Corki top, and I think in one match they messed up that. I'm not so sure. But it's like I can play top as well, and sometimes I do. So like we didn't do it in the tournament, but if we did it, probably they would have fucked up there.
Well, it would have messed up their labels, but do you think as League of Legends evolves as a competitive game, it's going to be 1 and 2 and jungle always?
I think it may change. Like sometimes people just like if their counter pick the top laner hard, it's more people start doing is like the top laner goes bottom and the two people from bottom goes top, at least for the beginning of the game. Because if you like keep it for the entire game, then on the other hand, like if you wanna contest a dragon, there are 4 people on the one side, and your team has only 3 players on the bottom side to defend the dragon, so it's harder. So you have to swap at some point.
Well, I've seen these Korean teams do some pretty cool stuff, like MIG's level 1 dragon. Do you guys try and sit and come up with anything like crazy like that?
Yeah, we did. We have tried about dragon stuff. Like we saw what they did, and we tried once that it's better, but can go really bad. Like if they find it's better because no one lose any experience on lane. Like we take all the experience on lane, but if they find out we're doing that or they have a war, we're fucked. Like we lose the game there then.
Do you have anything to add there?
No.
No. Well, you're one of the few foreign teams over here. What are your plans for the next couple months?
Well, first we're gonna keep training. Use the last week we have here to the fullest. Then we're gonna get back, and I think we're going to the MLG Invitational, like at the 6th of June. All right, yeah. And then we're of course gonna try to qualify for DreamHack, and after that is Warsaw, and then the European Championship, and then hopefully the Season 2 Championship.
So you guys were telling me that you're going to have to play with a stand-in for MLG. What happened there?
Like Peter cannot go to MLG because he has something. He already took like 1 month off from university to do this, and they don't let him do that anymore for that. So he will be forced to go to university. And we found out like 2 or 3 guys from Europe solo queue to play with us as a support player, and it's hard from here because we cannot really practice with them. So what we did was asking friends, who do you think is better, this guy or this guy? And the guy that came out in the top was like, his name is hard to pronounce, I'm not sure, Logix Feolix or something like that. That's the guy we will probably take for MLG and maybe even DreamHack. I'm not sure if Peter will make it there, that's not sure. So yeah, we will go with him. He's supposed to be really good, so we'll see how we do with him.
Have you played with him yet or talked to him?
Well, we played against him, I think, a couple of times, but it was like a long time ago, so we don't really know right now.
Well, good luck to you guys. I'll be keeping an eye out, and I'll check in again with you at MLG Anaheim. Thanks so much for talking to us. This is Fnatic's League of Legends team, and I'm Rachel from Cyber Sports Network. Thanks for watching.